Afternoon all, Chief Prepper here. So, I haven't done a video in a while. There's gonna be background noise as I walk to the garden because I got a generator running in my power generation shed that needs to run. It's been several months. So if you saw it last year, it was fucking overgrown. Johnson fucking grass everywhere. I gotta water it today, but the after putting it in, I had that fence over there down because I wanted to get the Johnson grass out of it. The dog that aggravates the piss out of me went in there and dug up 3 fucking plants and killed 2 of them. So one of the problems with that is right now, finding plants is hard to do because, well, it's the end of the go buy shit and plant it season, and then I think there are more people who are gardening. So. Patera said what I was thinking about out loud. She actually questioned spending the time and effort on a garden this year for people who maybe have more important shit to do or other shit they need to do. So that was what I was gonna do, and then I was like, no, I need to do the garden. There's too much uncertainty in the world. So keep that in mind. So I ordered 2 B300S Bluetti battery, expansion batteries, and then that was last week on Friday, I think, and then yesterday I had an email saying they couldn't fill it and they didn't think they were going to ever be able to fill it. They were glad to exchange my order or convert it to 300K batteries or refund my money. So I told them to refund my money. The B300K batteries are like 2,700, I think 2,700 watt batteries, and the B300S are a little over 3,000. So there's a difference. The 300S's are hard to find at the Bluetti site, so that's what I want. And my plan to have more backup power generation just went out the fucking window. So I made a video that I didn't post because there is the drums of war beating, and you need to look at what's happening. And I don't need you to believe me, but I would recommend that you read up on the build up to World War I, the build up to World War II. And you might say, why? Well, there's a lot of shit going on right now that is very similar. So, and Americans are fucking spoiled, and we're fat, and we're out of shape, and one of the first things that's going to happen is we're all going to get skinny. Even those of us who have preps on hand, who have stuff that we can supplement whatever diet the government gives us. The whole thing about the war is it makes me sad because the people who want the war, their sons and daughters aren't going to fight in it. So I watched the thing with Canadian Prepper, and he gets a lot of hate, but he pointed out something that maybe some people aren't thinking about. Maybe the U.S. is using Ukraine as a fucking pawn. Here, take all these motherfuckers. Oh, by the way, Ukrainians, you take some Russians with you. And, 'cause that's what happens in war, in chess. You send the lowlifes or the lowlings first, and they die for you, and then families lose their children. In the end, what happens? In the end, in Iraq, we had a president declare the war over and pull us out, and then he had to eat crow, and it wasn't covered, and we were back in there not too long after that. So, like, his presidency did not even end before we were back in there. They just didn't talk about it. Texas is incredibly dry right now. We actually had a cold front supposed to come through today and dry us out even more. Like the relative humidity is going to drop from 30-40% down to 10-15. So which is abnormal for here. That's normal up on the Panhandle, but it's not normal down here. So some of you might be like, well, what's the big deal? Yeah, we have multiple fires going on right now, so keep that in mind. And then most people in Texas know this, but for those of you who aren't from Texas, but you might be listening to this, snake season is upon us. It's going to be warm after this cold front that blows through, like 2 days, like Thursday and Friday. I think we're in the 40s, and then thereafter the lows are in the 60s. So snakes are going to be out and about. I have 2 hens sitting on chicken eggs, so if I'm lucky, 10 days apart. I think the first set will hatch around the 7th, and then the other one will hatch around the 10th, or no, the 13th, of between the 10th and the 14th, I think. So assuming that happens, I won't have to buy chickens this year. Stay prepping. I hope what I'm talking about when it comes to World War III does not happen, but if it does, and assuming it does, the world is going to change for a lot of people, and they're going to hurt, and they're going to suffer. Information is knowledge and power. Live a little, prep a lot, share love. Chief Prepper, out.